Welcome, dear heart. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out. Let the shoulders soften, let the jaw loosen. Place one hand over the heart and one over the belly. Feel the warmth of your own touch. This is a tender place to rest. In this moment, the inner door to prosperity opens through kindness toward the self. So many live with tightness around money, worry in the chest, a knot in the stomach, a tired mind that spins at night. These feelings are not character flaws. They are signs that care is needed. When the body feels safe, it can hear calm wisdom. When the mind feels safe, it can welcome new ideas. Let this be a gentle beginning. Whisper softly, "I am safe to receive." Say it in a way that feels natural. Let it float on the breath. Let it land in the body. Prosperity is not only numbers on a screen. Prosperity is the feeling of ease as the day unfolds. It is a clear thought at the right time. It is support that seems to arrive when needed. Prosperity is a life that feels friendly. Money can be part of that, and it becomes much easier when the heart is included. Think of the body as a wise friend. When fear rises, this friend calls for a pause, not punishment. If the chest tightens when bills are due, lay a hand there and breathe. If the belly knots before a meeting, hold it with warmth. If the mind criticizes with old lines like, "not enough," meet those lines with a soft voice. "Thank you for trying to protect me. I am listening and I am safe." This is not pretending. This is building an inner home where good can enter and stay. Breathe in to a gentle count of 4. Hold for 2. Exhale to a count of 6. Again. In 4, hold 2, out 6. Do this a few rounds. With each exhale, let the body send a signal of safety. Slower breath, softer muscles, kinder thoughts. This simple breath is a key. Use it before handling money tasks, before asking for help, and before making choices. The body becomes a partner in receiving. Whisper, "It is safe to prosper in gentle, natural ways." Notice if the breath deepens. Notice if the face softens. The nervous system learns through repetition and care. Now, let the heart speak. Worry often grows because the mind believes it must control every step, yet life often delivers support through doors we did not plan. Prosperity moves through ideas, friendships, timing, and inspired action. When inner safety grows, these pathways become easier to see. The eyes notice opportunities that used to be missed. The hands begin tasks that once felt too heavy. The voice asks for what would help. To welcome this shift, create a small daily ritual. In the morning, before any tasks, place both hands over the heart and belly and say, "I welcome ease. I welcome right ideas. I welcome kind income." Stay with it for 3 slow breaths. This morning moment is like turning on a light inside. There is another tender practice that helps: mirror work. It does not need to feel perfect. Stand or sit with a mirror. Look softly into the eyes. No need to judge what is seen. Speak one sentence with love. "I approve of myself as a prosperous being." Say it once, then breathe. If emotion rises, that is fine. The body is releasing old tightness. This short practice feeds the roots of self-worth. Prosperity grows best in soil made of self-acceptance. Keep a small journal close. Each day, note one tiny sign of support. It could be a helpful idea, a kind message, a gift, an unexpected discount, a peaceful moment, a task finished with ease. Call it an evidence list. The mind learns through evidence. When the page fills, the inner voice begins to say, "Life supports me, not as a wish, but as a lived truth." The heart relaxes, the body trusts, choices become clearer. Let a simple affirmation close this first part, spoken with a soft breath. "I am safe to receive. Peace leads me. I allow prosperity to meet me in kind and timely ways. Feel the words like warm sunlight on the skin. Let them be gentle and real. Prosperity starts here, in a safe inner home where good is welcome. Prosperity is a field that answers care, much like a garden that answers the hands that tend it. When a garden is watered, loosened, and given time, it responds. When it is pushed or judged, it resists. The same is true for wealth in daily life. Wealth expands where attention is kind and steady. Today, let prosperity be seen as the whole flow of life: health, energy, ideas, loving support, and yes, money too. When the focus widens, pressure loosens, the body unclenches, and the mind sees options that were hidden by fear. This wider view invites a feeling of partnership with life. Start with the body, because the body is the doorway into this field. A relaxed body reads more signals. It notices small openings that a tense body might miss. The breath is the first tool. Long, slow exhales tell the whole system all is well enough to open. Try this now. Breathe in through the nose to a calm count of 4. Hold for 2. Exhale through the mouth to 6. While exhaling, quietly say, "I welcome ease." With each out-breath, allow the shoulders to drop, the brow to smooth, the tongue to rest. This practice takes less than a minute and can be done before writing an email, before checking finances, or before speaking about money. The prosperity field hears the tone of your inner voice. Let that tone be kind. Next, expand the definition of wealth in a small daily exercise. Take a page and write 4 simple columns: energy, ideas, support, money. Today, list one item under each. Under energy, write something that brings vitality, perhaps a short walk, a glass of water, a good stretch. Under ideas, write one thought that could create value, maybe a new way to present your work or a small improvement to your routine. Under support, write one connection or resource available now, someone who has offered help, a book, a class, or a tool. Under money, write one clear step: sending an invoice, reviewing a budget with kindness, setting aside a small amount for savings. This 4-part view steadies the mind. It shows that prosperity is already moving in many forms. Money becomes part of a larger stream, and that stream becomes easier to direct. Use simple language with the self. Harsh thoughts about money close the heart. Gentle thoughts open it. Try these phrases during the day. I allow flow to meet me. I am open to good ideas. I am willing to see opportunities. These are not empty words. They set a friendly tone. When the tone shifts, attention shifts. When attention shifts, action follows. The body moves where the mind points. Include the senses. The prosperity field speaks to the senses. Keep a tidy, welcoming space around the place where money tasks are done. A clear table, a soft light, a warm cup of tea. These simple signals tell the nervous system that this area is safe. A little order can bring a lot of peace. Peace leads to clarity. Clarity leads to action. There is also value in noticing the quiet ways prosperity already supports the day. A seat on a crowded bus, a task completed sooner than expected, a refund that appears, an old contact who reaches out, a message that brings a smile. None of these may seem large alone, yet together they speak of a friendly field. Write them down. Call them green shoots. Green shoots become a harvest. Action is part of the field as well, but action rooted in force tires the body, while action rooted in ease carries grace. Use the 5-minute rule. Choose one step that takes 5 minutes or less. Make the call. Send the message. Organize one folder. Update one line in a budget. 5 minutes done daily will outgrow hours of worry. Small steps signal trust. Trust invites more flow. Lastly, Speak a simple welcome that sets the tone for the day. Place one hand on the heart and one on the belly and say, I welcome ease. I welcome flow. I welcome right timing. Feel the breath answer. Let the body carry this tone into the day. The prosperity field responds to this open, steady posture. It is less about pushing and more about allowing, less about demand and more about receiving what is right and acting on it with calm strength. Now let's softly loosen old stories that make receiving feel hard. Many were taught that money is scarce, that wanting more is wrong, or that safety comes from worry alone. Some learned to carry guilt when receiving. Some learned to fear being seen. These stories did not appear by accident. They were learned to protect the self in times when love felt uncertain. Today, new safety can be learned. Old stories can soften. This happens not by force, but by kindness, applied again and again. Begin with a practice called thought to body. When a tight thought about money arises, I will never have enough. No one pays me fairly. It always goes wrong. Pause. Do not argue with the thought. Ask the body, where do I feel this? The answer may be the chest, the stomach, the throat, the back of the neck. Take a slow breath into that place. Place a hand there if possible. On the exhale, say quietly, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I am listening. Repeat the breath a few times. This does two things. First, it brings the mind back into the body where safety can be felt. Second, it shows the fearful part that it is not alone. When the body feels seen, the thought loosens. New thoughts can then be chosen with ease. Next, bring compassion to the origin of the story. Many beliefs were learned from family, school, community, or early work. If the message was, money is hard and dangerous, the child inside learned to be small to stay safe. This child does not need scolding. This child needs approval. Put a hand on the heart and say, I approve of the part of me that tried to keep me safe by worrying. I now teach it a new way. Breathe. When approval is given, the inner self stops fighting. Then, new teaching can happen. Use a gentle forgiveness phrase when old fear rises. I set myself free from old money fear. Say it slowly on an exhale. The exhale is the release. Let the shoulders drop as the words are spoken. This is not about letting others off the hook. It is about letting the nervous system rest so that clear action can rise. Forgiveness here means putting down a heavy bag that never helped anyway. Now try a short journaling practice. Draw 2 columns. Title 1, Old Story. Title the other, New Gentle Truth. In the first column, write one limiting belief. Keep it simple. For example, I must struggle to deserve. In the second column, answer with kindness. I deserve because I am. I grow through care and good action, not punishment. Another example, old story. If I receive, others go without. New gentle truth. There is enough good for all. When I receive with love, I can give with love. Keep the language soft and clear. Read the new truth aloud. Feel how the body responds. Keep the ones that bring peace. Peace is a sign that the mind and body agree. Bring the mirror again, but now with the focus on softening fear. Look into the eyes with a tender gaze and say, it is safe to let old money fear rest now. Pause. Let any tears come. Let any warmth spread. If the voice shakes, that is fine. If the words feel new, say them once and then breathe. The goal is not perfection. The goal is contact, eye to eye, kind voice to tender heart. Over time, the inner self learns that safety can exist without worry. A short body practice helps too. Sit with the feet on the floor. Press the toes into the ground and then relax them. Press the heels down and then relax. Press the palms together and then soften them. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and then let them drop. These small contractions and releases teach the body the pattern of holding and letting go. While exhaling during each release, say softly, "I let the old pattern soften." The body understands this rhythm. It becomes easier to set down old tension when money topics arise. Include a loving boundary exercise. Old stories often include fear of saying no or fear of being seen. A clear boundary is a loving act. Speak this line when needed. "I value my time and energy. I choose fair exchange." Practice it aloud when alone. The voice grows stronger and kinder at the same time. The world hears and responds. Finally, seal this clearing with a 1-minute ritual. Sit tall, hands over heart and belly. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6. On the exhale, say, "I set myself free from old money fear." On the next breath, "I approve of myself as a prosperous being." On the next, "I allow kind opportunities to meet me." Sit in quiet for a few moments. Notice any lighter feeling, a softer chest, a calmer belly, a steadier mind. These signs tell you the field is clearing. Carry these new truths into the day in small ways. Speak kindly to the self when paying a bill. Thank the body after a task. Praise the mind for one good idea. Write one line in the journal called "Support That Showed Up." Touch the heart when fear returns and offer the words that help. This is the gentle path. Body calm, mind kind, actions small and steady. Old stories loosen, new stories root. The inner home becomes welcoming. Prosperity, hearing this welcome, finds the way in. Self-worth is the root of all healthy growth, and money is no exception. When worth feels low inside, the body shrinks and the mind shrinks with it. Choices become small, voice becomes quiet, and receiving feels unsafe. When worth is honored, the chest opens, the breath deepens, and choices rise that fit a larger life. Approval is the water that feeds this root. Begin today with soft approval. Place one hand over the heart, one over the belly, and say gently, "I approve of myself as I am, and I welcome kind increase." Let the spine rise a little taller. Let the shoulders spread a little wider. This is not pride. This is allowing life to meet a person who knows they belong. The inner critic often speaks in sharp tones about money. Too late, too slow, not smart enough, not brave enough. That voice began as a guard against shame and fear. It tried to keep the self safe by making the self small. Thank it for its service. Then teach it a new job. Speak in a warm tone. "You helped me survive. Now help me grow." When the critic learns to protect growth instead of blocking it, it calms down. Each time a harsh line appears, soften it with approval. Turn "I always mess up" into "I am learning well and faster each day." Turn "No one will pay me for this" into "There are people who value this, and I will meet them." This is not wishful thinking. This is a steady retraining of attention and nervous system. A simple daily practice builds this root. Create a kind resume written only for the self. List gifts with care, skills that help others, times patience was shown, problems solved, ideas that made a task easier, moments of honesty, moments of courage, moments of care for the body. Read this kind resume for 1 minute each morning. Feel the breath slow and widen as the truth of these gifts sinks in. Let the chest fill. Let the chin lift a little. Worth is a steady flame. The resume is a gentle hand cupping that flame from the wind. Mirror work deepens this flame of worth. Sit or stand with the mirror and meet the eyes with a soft gaze. Say one sentence. "I approve of myself as a prosperous being." Pause. Watch the eyes. Notice any softening, any heat, any tears, any quiet smile. If nothing is felt, that is also fine. The practice is the food, and the food will feed the root over time. add a second sentence when ready. It is safe for me to be seen in my gifts. Many hold back from asking, offering, or charging fairly because being seen once felt dangerous. With this line, the body learns that visibility can be gentle and kind. Use the body to teach worth. Sit with feet on the ground. Place the crown of the head as if a light string lifts it toward the sky. Spread the collarbones, soften the throat. Relax the jaw and tongue. Place the hands open on the thighs. Breathe in for 4, hold 2, out for 6. On the exhale, say, I allow good to meet me. This posture says to life, I am here and I say yes. Posture talks to the mind. The mind listens and changes its story. Now, connect worth to money in small actions. Send the email that asks for fair pay using a warm, clear tone. Set a simple boundary. I value my time and energy, and I choose fair exchange. Organize a small part of the money space with care, a folder, a ledger, a drawer, so the body knows this area is safe and respected. Each small step is a vote for worth. Votes add up. Soon the inner voice that once said, not allowed, begins to say, welcome. Write and speak a short affirmation set that fits this route, once in the morning and once in the evening. My worth is constant. I approve of myself. I welcome kind income. I welcome right people. I welcome right timing. Speak in a calm, low voice. Slow, even words tell the whole system to trust. The goal is not to force belief, but to practice a tone and posture that make belief grow naturally. Bring compassion to any setback. If a request is turned down or a plan takes longer, return to the heart. Place a hand there. Say, my worth does not change. I learn. I adjust. I continue. A plant does not become worthless if rain is late. It simply keeps rooting and looks for water where it is. The same is true here. Keep tending the inner soil with approval, calm breath, and honest action. Close this part with a calm minute. Hands over heart and belly. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Whisper on the exhale, I am worthy, I am welcome, I am provided for. Feel the spine, the chest, the face soften into that truth. Self-worth is the root. Prosperity is the fruit. Feed the root, and the fruit arrives in season. Receiving is a body skill as much as a mind choice. A tight body closes the door even when a person says yes. A calm body opens the door even when fear still whispers. This is why nervous system ease is vital for receiving. Ease does not mean never feeling stress. Ease means the body knows how to return to calm after stress. It means there are simple tools to guide the system back to safety so it can notice openings and step through. Begin with breath, because breath is the fastest message to the body. The long exhale tells every cell, you can soften. Try 4 simple rounds now. Breathe in through the nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2. Breathe out through the mouth for 6. As the air leaves, let the shoulders melt. Let the forehead smooth. Let the belly soften. On the out-breath, quietly say, receiving is natural. This pattern, done before any money task, changes the quality of the task. The mind hears the soft tone and cooperates. The heart stays open. Add gentle humming on the exhale for 1 minute. The low hum vibrates the chest and throat and sends a wave of calm through the whole system. Keep the jaw loose and the tongue relaxed. Feel the sound in the ribs. After a minute, rest in quiet for a few breaths. This tiny practice helps during moments of worry, before a call, before checking a balance, before asking for a raise, before sending an offer. Calm first, then action. The face holds more tension than many notice. Soften the eyes by letting the gaze widen. Let the corners of the eyes relax. Unclench the jaw. Let the tongue rest at the floor of the mouth. Rub the ears between thumb and fingers for 20 slow seconds. All of these send safe messages inward. Safety opens the receiving channel. When the body believes it is safe, it allows good in without fighting. Use orienting to bring the system into the present. Turn the head slowly and look at 3 simple, friendly things in the room: a plant, a window, a cup. Name them aloud in a calm voice: plant, window, cup. Feel the seat under the body, the feet on the floor, the air on the skin. When the mind is stuck in scary stories about the past or future, orienting brings attention back to now, where real choices live. From here, receiving flows more easily. Create a 1-minute ease check before any task that asks for courage. Step 1, breathe in 4, hold 2, out 6. Step 2, relax jaw, soften shoulders, open palms. Step 3, hum softly for 1 long out-breath. Step 4, speak 1 simple sentence: I am safe to receive. Then act. This check becomes a doorway. The same task, done after ease, often takes half the time and lands twice as well because the tone is open and clear. Movement helps too. Stand and shake the wrists. Roll the shoulders forward and back. Stretch the chest by clasping hands behind the back and lifting them gently. Sway side to side. Walk for 2 minutes while breathing slowly. Movement clears the body of stuck stress. A moving body is a receiving body because flow meets flow. Use the environment as a partner in ease. Keep the money space simple and warm. A clean surface, a gentle light, a calm cup of tea are not small things. They are signals to the body that this area is friendly. Friendly areas invite longer focus and kinder decisions. A pen that feels good in the hand and a notebook that opens flat can make a budget feel less harsh and more like care. Pair body ease with small receiving behaviors. Practice saying thank you with presence, even for tiny support. Practice asking clearly and kindly for what is needed in short sentences with calm breath. Practice pausing 1 beat after receiving to let the body notice that it happened. That pause lets the system store a memory of safety. Future receiving becomes easier because the body remembers that it survived and even liked it. Close this part with a small ritual. Place 1 hand over the heart and 1 over the belly. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6. On each slow exhale, say, I release tension. Receiving is natural. Do 3 rounds. Sit in quiet for a few seconds. Notice the warmth in the chest, the weight in the seat, the softness in the face. This is the doorway. Walk through it often. The doorway is always open. Gratitude becomes active when it is embodied. It is not a forced smile. It is a felt sense of ease that says, I am safe enough to notice good. This felt sense calms the nervous system. The calm nervous system notices more good. More good is welcomed and acted on, and the cycle continues. In this way, gratitude becomes a gentle engine for prosperity, not a performance to please an outer judge. Begin small and specific because the body trusts the concrete. Write 5 simple lines about the support that already lives in the day, not grand statements, clear, tiny truths. Warm water in the morning, a kind word from a neighbor, an idea that made a task easier, a quiet place to think, a small refund I did not expect. After each line, pause and breathe out slowly. While exhaling, say, thank you. Feel the chest spread a little. Feel the face soften. This pause turns words into sensation. Sensation makes gratitude real to the body. Create gratitude anchors across the day. Choose 5 moments that happen anyway and pair them with a short thanks. Waking, 1 breath and thank you for this breath. Drinking water, 1 breath and thank you for this support. Opening a door, 1 breath and thank you for this next step. Sitting down to work, 1 breath and thank you for the chance to serve and be paid fairly. Lying down to sleep, 1 breath and thank you for rest. These anchors take seconds, yet train the system to live in appreciation without pressure. Use a gentle evening practice called the harvest. Take 3 minutes to name what grew today, not only money. Name clarity, kindness given, kindness received, small progress, a task finished, a fear faced, a boundary set, a small joy. Speak each item aloud and pause for a beat. The pause lets the nervous system record the win. Over time, the mind shifts from scanning for threat to scanning for support. A mind that scans for support builds on it, action by action. Let gratitude and boundaries stand together. Gratitude does not mean saying yes to everything. Gratitude is strong enough to say no to what is not right and yes to what is. When a request does not fit, say, "Thank you for thinking of me. I am not available for this." This keeps the heart open while keeping the path clear. Open hearts and clear paths are fertile ground for prosperity. Bring gratitude into money tasks with a simple ritual. Before opening a bill or a ledger, place a warm hand over the heart and breathe out slowly. Say, "Thank you for the service this paid for. Thank you for the skill I have to handle this. Thank you for the wisdom to choose well." Then proceed. This changes the tone. The task stops being a punishment and becomes a caring act. Caring acts lead to clear choices, and clear choices lead to gentle growth. Practice a short gratitude walk. For 5 to 10 minutes, move at a calm pace. With each step, notice one piece of support: light on a wall, a tree, a friendly face, a safe path, a breath that flows. Whisper a quiet thank you inside with each step. If thoughts drift to worry, let them pass and return to one real, present good. This gathers the mind to the now, where power lives. It also teaches the body that movement and appreciation go together. Flow meets those who move with soft eyes and open breath. Keep an evidence list next to the bed or on the desk. Each day, write 3 pieces of proof that life is friendly: an answer that came right on time, a customer who paid with ease, a helpful article, a warm message, a small gift, a discount, a new idea. Over weeks, the list becomes a mirror that shows a face lit by support. When fear rises, read a few lines. Let the nervous system take in the steady pattern of help. Speak 2 short affirmations that activate without strain. What I notice with love expands. I am a good receiver. Say them with slow breath and soft tone. Let the words sink below the neck into the chest, the belly, the legs. Stand for a moment and feel the ground hold the feet while these lines echo inside. Grounded feet, open chest, soft face. This posture says yes to good in a way the world can hear. End this part of the journey with a tender practice that ties everything together. Sit in quiet. Place one hand over the heart and the other over the belly. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and breathe out for 6. After the exhale, speak one honest thanks for something present right now. Let the thanks be simple and real. Repeat 3 times, then rest. No need to reach for dramatic moments. Quiet thanks are powerful. They tell the inner self, we are safe, we are supported, we can receive. And from that place, prosperity moves closer in kind and timely ways, meeting a heart that knows how to welcome it. Prosperity grows where loving action goes. Action does not need to be big or dramatic to be powerful. Small, gentle steps done with calm breath carry a kind force. Begin with a simple rhythm that steadies the day. Choose 3 tiny moves, 1 generous action, 1 receiving action, and 1 organizing action. A generous action is any step that adds value, sharing a helpful tip with a client, making a small improvement to a process, polishing a message so it serves clearly, offering a kind follow-up. A receiving action is any step that welcomes support, asking for a fair rate, inviting a conversation, opening a channel for payment, sending a clear proposal, saying yes to a right offer. An organizing action is any step that brings order to the money space, tidying one folder, updating one line, setting one reminder, labeling one category. Let each step take 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes done in peace often builds more prosperity than an hour of anxious pushing. The nervous system hears that these areas are safe and begins to bring energy there without a fight. Use the 2-breath rule before each step. Breathe in gently for 4 counts, hold for 2, and breathe out for 6. Do 2 calm rounds. On the second out-breath, say quietly, "I act in ease." This tiny pause protects energy and brings clarity. It also makes the message, email, or request sound steady and warm. People respond to that tone. Money responds to that tone. The world can feel the difference between a grasping hand and an open hand. An open hand offers value and receives value without strain. Let action be guided by inner truth rather than fear. A helpful way to hear that truth is a 3-line note written before a decision. Line 1. What matters here is. Line 2. The kind step I can take now is. Line 3. A small way to receive support for this is. Keep the language plain. The body relaxes when it sees a next step that is simple and kind. Fear grows when choices feel huge and vague. Simple and kind wins. Practice clean asking. A clean ask is short, warm, and clear. It honors self-worth and the other person's freedom. It sounds like, "Here is what I offer, here is how it helps, here is the fair exchange, and here is how to say yes if it fits." No apology, no pressure, no heavy story. Clean asking respects both sides. Respect attracts right partners and right payments. If the body shakes the first few times, breathe. Let the voice be steady and slow, even if the heart thumps. Each clean ask teaches the system that visibility is safe. Set a 5-minute momentum window at the same time daily. During that window, do only one small step that moves prosperity forward. Send one proposal. Update one price to reflect fair value. Follow up once with kindness. Create one piece of useful content. Improve one sentence on a page. Momentum loves regular time. A daily window keeps the door open for opportunity to enter and for skill to grow. If the mind resists, shorten the window to 2 minutes and begin anyway. Beginning breaks the spell of delay. Bring boundaries to action so that giving and receiving stay balanced. Say yes from a full heart. Say no from a full heart. A loving no sounds like, "Thank you for asking. This does not fit for me." A loving yes sounds like, "Thank you. This fits well. Here are the terms." Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with clear frames. Doors let the right things in and keep the wrong things moving on. Prosperity prefers clear doors. Pair each action with a body cue to anchor the new pattern. After sending a message, touch the heart and take one slow exhale. After organizing a line in the ledger, roll the shoulders and soften the face. After asking for fair pay, place feet firmly and feel the ground hold steady. These cues tell the system, "This is safe, do it again." Repetition builds ease. Ease builds more action. More action builds more flow. Keep a short value log. Each day, write 2 ways. Value was given and 2 ways value was received. Value given might be a clear explanation, a kind solution, a thoughtful improvement. Value received might be a helpful reply, an introduction, a sale, a discount, an idea that saved time. The log trains attention to see that prosperity is a circuit, not a one-way path. When the circuit is honored, energy returns. This quiet noticing feeds confidence without shouting. Speak 2 simple affirmations that match aligned action. One gentle step opens the way, and my clear value meets the right people. Say them in a low, calm voice before action windows. The tone matters. Calm tone invites the nervous system to trust the path. With trust, the hands move, the voice asks, and the door opens. There is a moment when intention becomes a decision that the whole being can feel. The body sits taller. The mind stops negotiating against itself. The heart rests, as if it has put down a heavy bag. That moment is what a one-time prosperity declaration aims to honor. It is spoken once with full presence, then lived through tone, breath, and aligned steps. This is not a spell of force. It is a clear agreement with life. I am safe, worthy, and ready to receive and share good. When spoken with a calm body and open heart, it has a quiet power that echoes through choices. Prepare with gentleness. Sit in a comfortable way. Let the feet find the ground. Place one hand over the heart and one over the belly. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Do 3 rounds. On each exhale, let the jaw loosen and the shoulders drop. Feel the warmth under the hands. Feel the body say yes to being here now. If emotion rises, let it flow. Emotion is simply energy moving. When the breath is steady, speak the declaration once, slowly and clearly, as if placing a stone at the center of a garden path. I accept a loving flow of prosperity now. I am safe, worthy, and ready. Opportunities, ideas, and income meet me in kind and timely ways. I allow it. Then be silent for a minute. Let the words settle into the body like water soaking soil. Notice any warmth in the chest, any ease in the belly, any lightness around the face. These signs tell you the system has heard. After speaking it once, there may be an urge to repeat it many times, out of fear that once was not enough. Meet that urge with care. Place a hand over the heart and say softly, "It is already done within me." Redirect the need to repeat into action. Take a 5-minute aligned step. Do a short ease check. Write 1 line in the value log, or tend the money space for a minute. Let life see the decision through behavior. Declarations are nourished by conduct. Live as if in practical ways. If the declaration said that right opportunities meet you, create space for them to land. Clear a small time in the calendar each week labeled Right Opportunity Work, a block where outreach, creation, or deep improvement is done. If the declaration welcomed kind income, set up clean channels that receive with ease, simple payment links, clear terms, tidy records. If the declaration included ideas, make a habit of catching them. Carry a note card, write them down, choose one to try each day for 5 minutes. Living as if is not pretending, it is practicing the reality chosen, so it grows sturdy roots. If doubt returns, do not argue with it. Doubt often rises when growth is near. Treat it as a threshold guardian that asks for calm proof. Offer proof through breath and step, 1 long exhale, 1 unclenched jaw, 1 small aligned action. Doubt loses strength in the presence of steady movement. The mind learns that ease can carry real change. Seal the declaration at the end of the day with a 1-breath nod. Place a hand over the heart and exhale slowly while saying, "Thank you for today's support." It may be a tiny support, a friendly message, a small sale, a clear idea, a peaceful moment. The nod says to life, I noticed. Life often sends more to those who notice. Carry a gentle sentence for challenging moments. I made my choice, now I tend it. This keeps the path simple. No need to re-choose every hour. The choice stands. Tending looks like breath, kindness, action, and rest. Tending looks like staying available to good while honoring boundaries. Tending looks like keeping the heart open and the steps honest. Let daily life become the garden where this decision takes root. Integration can be light and friendly. Begin the day with a short check-in. One breath, one kind sentence, one small step. Speak softly. I welcome ease today. Then choose the 5-minute momentum action. The body learns that mornings are for opening the channel, not for wrestling with fear. At midday, pause for 2 long exhalations and sip water with appreciation. Whisper, support meets me. In the evening, write 3 lines in the harvest list and 1 line in the evidence list. These tiny stitches hold the fabric of change together. Create 3 rhythms, daily, weekly, and monthly, that keep prosperity grounded. Daily, breath before action, 1 generous step, 1 receiving step, 1 organizing step, a kind goodnight review. Weekly, a tender money date. Light a candle or simply breathe deeply for 1 minute. Review accounts with softness rather than judgment. Ask 3 gentle questions. What is working? What wants to be simpler? What one step brings more ease? Choose 1 next step and take it while the body is calm. Monthly, a loving check-in. Revisit the kind resume, add new skills and wins, review prices and boundaries, release what no longer fits, set 1 clear focus for the next month. Keep it human and kind. Kindness sustains what pressure breaks. Align environment with intention. Keep the money space uncluttered so the mind can see clearly. Place a small phrase where eyes land often. Life and I work together beautifully. Let the phrase be a quiet companion rather than a demand. The body relaxes in spaces that feel cared for. Relaxed bodies notice opportunities and take cleaner actions. Weave self-talk that guides rather than scolds. When a task feels heavy, say, 1 small step is enough. When an offer feels aligned, say, I can ask with grace. When a bill arrives, say, thank you for the service this provided. I handle this with wisdom. Language sets the inner climate. A warm climate grows good fruit. Nurture relationships that respect value. Choose conversations that light the path rather than darken it. Speak about money and work with clarity and openness where it is safe to do so. Share wins and lessons. Celebrate others' success without shrinking. There is space for many to prosper. A rising field lifts all who tend it with love. Welcome rest as a partner. Prosperity is not created by exhaustion. It is created by clarity, energy, and aligned steps. Rest restores clarity and energy. Take brief rests during the day, eyes closed for 30 seconds, shoulders relaxed, 1 long exhale. Go to sleep with a soft sentence. I am held while I rest. The mind sorts and renews in sleep. Solutions often arrive in the morning to those who let night be a friend. Let the close be a soft landing that gathers everything into the heart. The path has been simple: inner safety, kind beliefs, calm breath, small steps, 1 clear decision, daily tending. Nothing harsh, nothing forced. Gentle does not mean weak. Gentle means wise and sustainable. The body understands this tempo. The mind thrives in this climate. The heart shines here. Hold a quiet moment now. Place 1 hand over the heart and 1 over the belly. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Feel the ground under the feet and the air at the skin. Sense how far the inner home has come, from tightness to softness, from fear to steadier trust, from confusion to simple steps. Let gratitude rise for each shift, no matter how small. Small shifts added together become a new life. Carry forward a few tender reminders. Speak kindly to the self in money matters. Let the nervous system lead the way with long exhales and soft jaws. Choose one small action each day that offers value.